Today we are pruning remontant raspberries, and in this video I want to tell you how and when we do it. The pruning method I'm about to describe has been personally tested by us over many years and always delivers good results for fruiting in the following year. Remontant raspberries can bear fruit on both 1-year-old and 2-year-old canes. That's why this method is suitable for them. We have two excellent varieties of remontant raspberries, Polonaise and Polana. We planted them last fall, and this year we've already harvested a decent crop from these bushes. When is the best time to do autumn pruning? By the way, you can do this kind of pruning both in the fall and in the spring, whenever you have the time and opportunity. But I still think it's better to prune raspberries in the fall. It's best to wait until the bushes. In our case, unfortunately, that didn't happen. Today is already November 20th, so there's no point in waiting any longer. This green foliage that's still here, I doubt it's actually helping to improve or develop the root system, because in reality, it's already so incredibly cold that absolutely no essential processes can effectively take place in the vibrant green leaves that haven't fallen from the trees yet, and if anything at all is still happening here, it's truly remarkable. It's so insignificant that it's not worth paying attention to. Thanks to the ability of remontant raspberries to bear fruit on both 1-year-old and 2-year-old canes, we have the opportunity to prune remontant raspberries in several ways. Pruning at a height of 60 to 70 centimeters of the cane. This is how we prune, and next year, buds in the leaf axils on this cane will wake up. Leaves grow and branches emerge. On these branches that will appear next year, we harvest the early crop. What is good about this method, about this kind of high pruning of remontant raspberries? Well, let's do it like this as well. Anyway, we will remove them now. If we prune at the end of June, we will harvest the crop, and the harvest period will be extended. It will last until autumn, but we will be picking little by little. What I don't like is that we leave behind a lot of diseases or pests that overwinter on these canes we've left, and then in the next season we will have to carry out treatments to prevent the phytosanitary condition from worsening. The raspberry plots, that's why we don't prune this way. We cut right down to the root. I've already started a little bit like this. By the way, this is how I'll be using the pruner. I wanted to use this kind of tool. This is a brush cutter. We recently bought it for the emeralds, for the Brabant trees, but when I tried it, it really frays the cut side. It's not desirable to allow that, while the pruner leaves a nice clean cut. 3. We leave about 3 centimeters from the soil surface and cut there. It's very convenient, very easy. What are the downsides of this pruning method? Here are the downsides. I can show you clearly right now. Look, here are the downsides. Some parts get damaged, get exposed to the cold, and we simply lose them. Next year, from the ground, there will appear new shoots. 1-year-old ones will appear. We'll shape them, remove some of them, and of course, we'll talk about this separately in the spring. But they will be wonderfully fresh, they will be exceptionally healthy, we will diligently fertilize them, we will carefully water them, they will grow quite quickly and start bearing delicious fruit, but a little later than these initially started to bear their bountiful fruit. The bushes, if we had pruned them, well, like this. That is, when pruning right down to the base, you need to understand that the harvest, we will start to get it in the second half, maybe in the first half of August, and right up until the very first significant frosts. You can even later cut off fresh shoots with lots of large, beautiful berries, then carefully put them in water and patiently observe how they gradually ripen. I want to say again that you can do this kind of pruning in the spring as well, but if you have the time, in my opinion, it's still better to do it in the fall. What do we do next? It's highly recommended to remove all of this as well. Well, that's usually what we do. We clean it up right away. This is the straw that we used here as mulch. We leave the soil nice and clean. We rake everything up like this with a rake. If you do it this way, especially if the bushes are young, you'll need to put something on top. add 2 to 3 to 4 centimeters of compost right over the roots, or cover with straw or with some leaves. We don't have the means, so for now we're leaving everything that's here as it is. In the spring, as soon as the snow melts, we'll rake all of this up. Specifically in the spring, when there will no longer be a need for this kind of mulching layer, and we'll take all of it away, along with any diseases and pests that may have gathered here to overwinter in these remains. And finally, I want to ask, how do you prune your remontant raspberries? In the fall? Please write in the comments, it will be interesting to read. I'll finish this video here. Thank you all for your attention. I wish you peaceful skies above, good health and beautiful plants. Goodbye.